Close your eyes for a second. Picture this. It's the summer of 1986. The air smells like sunscreen and hot asphalt. You're sitting in the back of the most incredible vehicle ever put on American roads. A wood-paneled Jeep Grand Wagoneer, cruising down an open highway with nothing but endless sky ahead of you and the whole world at your feet. No GPS, no phone buzzing in your pocket, no algorithm telling you where to go next. Just you, the road, and that amazing, absolutely jaw-dropping V8 engine growling like it owned every mile of asphalt from here to the horizon. That feeling, that unbelievable sense of freedom, that was the 1980s road trip. And today, on Retrospect Traveler, we're going back. Okay, let's talk about the star of today's show, the Jeep Grand Wagoneer. Born in the early 1960s, this beast was America's first true luxury SUV. Think about that. Before, Range Rovers were a status symbol. Before Escalades existed. Before soccer moms had loaded crossovers with heated cup holders, there was the Grand Wagoneer. And those wood panels? Oh, those fascinating, iconic wood panels down the sides? They weren't just decoration. They were a statement. They told the world, I am going somewhere incredible, and I look stunning doing it. By the 1980s, the Grand Wagoneer had been refined into something truly special. Leather upholstery, power windows, power door locks, air conditioning, and a premium sound system. It could seat up to 8 people. It had full-time four-wheel drive activated by a single dash-mounted switch. No getting out of the car to lock in the hubs. Pure wizardry for the era. Under the hood, a thundering 360 cubic inch AMC V8 engine. That's 5.9 liters of pure, glorious American-made power. When that engine fired up, you felt it in your chest. I remember the first time I saw one of these rolling down the street. The way it carried itself, upright, proud, dignified, like it was born to conquer mountains on a Tuesday and pull up to a ski lodge for dinner on Wednesday. It was, without question, the most awesome vehicle I had ever laid eyes on. Now here's where it gets amazing. Let me paint you a picture of what a 1980s road trip in a wood-paneled Jeep actually felt like. Because this wasn't just transportation, this was an experience. You start the morning at a mom-and-pop diner somewhere off the highway. Massive pancake breakfast, plastic travel mug filled with diner coffee, a fold-out paper map spread across the table. There was no Google Maps. You had a map, your instincts, and maybe a travel guide if you were smart. You climb into that Wagoneer and the door thuds shut with this deep, satisfying boom. The kind of solid, mechanical confidence you just don't feel in modern cars. You crank the window handle down. Yes, crank it by hand. And the warm rush of highway air floods the cabin. I remember driving through wide open terrain, the kind where the road stretches so far ahead it seems to disappear into the sky. Mountains in the distance, golden fields blurring past, the shag carpet beneath your sneakers. The cassette tape rewinding with a pencil so the music would never stop. Cyndi Lauper, Tom Petty, Don Henley, the soundtrack of the open road. Wrong turns weren't disasters, they were adventures. You'd end up in some tiny town with a hand-painted roadside attraction and a diner that made the best pie you'd ever tasted. Every detour was a discovery. And the Wagoneer? It handled all of it. Mountain passes, gravel back roads, highway straightaways. That full-time four-wheel drive meant you could chase the adventure wherever it led. It was magnificent. Truly it was. Now let's be honest for a moment. And this is where it gets fascinating. How does the 1980s wood-paneled Jeep road trip compare to hitting the road in a modern SUV today? Today's SUVs are extraordinary machines. Adaptive cruise control, lane assist, 12-inch touchscreens, Apple CarPlay, 360-degree cameras. climate zones for every passenger. They are engineering marvels, there's no question about that. But here's the thing, and I think you already feel this. Something got lost along the way. In 1986, you had to be present. You had to read the map, you had to feel the road. You had to talk to the stranger at the gas station to find out if the mountain pass was still open. The journey demanded your attention, and in return, it gave you something no algorithm ever could. Memories that lasted a lifetime. The Grand Wagoneer had no backup camera, no parking sensors, no autopilot, but it had something incredible. Character, soul. Every mile told a story. Every ding and scratch on those wood panels was a badge of honor. Modern SUVs take you from A to B with breathtaking efficiency. The old Jeep took you somewhere you didn't even know you were going, and made you fall in love with every single moment of getting there. There's a reason the Jeep Grand Wagoneer became a true American icon. It wasn't just a vehicle. It was a time machine, a rolling symbol of freedom, adventure, and that unbelievable spirit of just pointing the nose down the highway and seeing what the world had to offer. When you see one of these today, those beautiful, faded wood panels glowing in the afternoon sun, something happens inside you. You feel it, that pull, that longing for a simpler, more adventurous time. When the road was a mystery and every mile was a reward. That's what we celebrate here on Retrospect Traveler. The journeys that shaped us, the vehicles that carried us, the open roads that set us free. If this story hits you right in the nostalgia, if you can feel that highway air and smell that summer asphalt, then hit that like button right now. It means the world to this channel. And if you're new here, welcome to Retrospect Traveler, where we chase the greatest road trips, the most iconic vehicles, and the most amazing travel stories from the decades that defined America. Subscribe so you never miss a single adventure. And drop a comment below. I want to know, did you ever ride in a wood-paneled Jeep? What's your most incredible road trip memory? Tell me everything. Until next time, keep the engine running, keep the windows down, and never stop exploring.